Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse One here. I wanted to do a video today. I wanted to talk about this subject. I've actually had a lot of conversations with people recently about this, so I thought I would do a video about it. Is the government keeping you down, and how are they doing it? So, one of the things that I've discussed with a lot of people, in the way that the society is, we're being taxed to death and everything, and people don't do anything about it, and there's people not standing up and saying, this is enough, I've had enough. Why isn't more people saying that? And a good portion of the reason is because if you have a problem in this society, and things are tough, what do? Well, they give you a pill because, poor you're depressed, so now you need to be on an antidepressant, so you become addicted to the antidepressant. Or if you complain of pain, then they put you on medication for pain, and then you become addicted to the pain medication. It's the same way with the aspect of if you are on welfare, and there's a lot of people on welfare, and people, I get a kick out of this. That people think that it's the blacks on welfare. Well, actually, more white people are on welfare than black people, but it's sensationalized because of the media. So we're going to show a certain group of people in their worst light, and that's what the media does, because and that's another thing. Let's go into that aspect of it. Let's go back first of all. So if you keep people on welfare and you keep them down and you keep them pacified, you're giving them enough to get by, but you're not giving them enough to live well. But it doesn't give them the incentive to continue to go on and do anything more. Okay, now let's talk about race. What does the government do about that? Well, they keep all the races infighting amongst each other. You have a lot of times the whites and the blacks don't get along so well, and then you throw in the, Hispanic people, and then if you want to throw in the Mexican people too, there's a lot of people that don't treat the Mexican people well, and then you have your Koreans or your Asian folks that come over here, and and it's funny because it's like, instead of everybody working together, they want to keep us all separated in little groups and hating each other, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's like, I'm going to tell you what, personally, I take everybody on an individual basis. If you're cool with me, I'm going to be cool with you. I don't care what color you are. If you have the same mindset that I do, and what I mean by that is, you mind your own business, you take care of your things, you take care of your family, I don't have any problem with you at all. I don't care who you are. But anyway, and so again, it's another way of keeping us down and not focusing on what the true problem is with the corruption in government. I mean, there's so much corruption, it's ridiculous, and but people don't do anything about it, because if you are pacified, and it's just like now with the legalization of marijuana in a lot of states. Now, I've been a huge advocate for that for years and years and years, because now I don't smoke pot myself, but I did when I was younger. But I'm a firm believer in, you have a right to choose which way you want to go with that. But what pot did for me is it made me lazy and stupid. So why would the government want you to do that? So they're going to tax the crap out of it, and they're going to keep people dumbed down, because if you're stoned all the time, all you're really concerned about is, am I going to have a sandwich or am I going to have a cookie? I mean, realistically. So it's another way of keeping people down. It's either keeping us down with medications, hatred towards each other, keeping you entitled in entitlement programs. It's all ways of keeping people down and not focusing on what the true problem is, which is the government. So, is the government keeping you down? I mean, if we have our cable TV and our nice warm house, and we have our recreational drugs, and then we have our prescription medications, and then we can go and buy alcohol, and we can use all these things to keep us mellowed out and not caring of what's going on, because if you have all these creature comforts, why are you going to focus on what the real problems are? So is the government keeping you down? I want you guys to think about that and tell me what you think. I mean, I really truly believe that it's if you want to call it a conspiracy to keep people pacified, I believe that it is. And there's Maximus up on top of there. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this subject and get your guys' thoughts on it. Do you feel like you're being oppressed, if you will, by the government and kept in accordance? Like, we all watch our little cable TVs too. I mean, heaven forbid, that you actually go and do anything else. You'll sit on your couch and watch TV for 5, 6 hours a day. I mean, it's amazing to me, you know, and then the propaganda on television is just unbelievable. The crap that we're fed in the filtered news media. We're only getting what they want us to get. So there's a lot of ways that I believe that we're being kept down, and so that we won't focus on the true problem, which is the corrupt government. I mean, in New York State, where I'm at here, I mean, we've had so much corruption with the politicians. It's ridiculous, you know and it just continues on. It's standard procedure. So let me know what your thoughts are on the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.